If you are managing multiple WordPress websites, either for yourself or for your clients, then most likely you're really familiar with the WordPress admin area. So this is a place where you can add posts, update your content, upload media like featured images or also other resources. But of course, also, for instance, if you want to create landing pages for different locations for your services. And this administration of all really repetitive, but also hard to scale because all of that will take more time, the more websites you have to handle. And today in this video, I will show you the WordPress CLI, which is based on pure Python code together with Claude code, where we will use Claude code in order to handle things such as adding posts, updating posts, analyzing images in order to improve alternative text and much more. But we won't execute any CLI commands by ourselves, and instead we will use Claude code for that. And I will show you all of that on a real website. So I just generated a new website on Hosting-us. So it's just a simple template where I already took care of generating an application password so that also Claude code is able to communicate with this website, which means everything that you will see now, there's no mock data, nothing is prepared except that I have, of course, some content that we can use for pushing things, because this video is purely about the WordPress CLI itself and not about the content. And with that, I would say we start with the first thing, which is really obvious. So whatever you do, you always have to add new posts or at least also update them, which means usually you would add here a new post, copy from somewhere the content, update the title, meta description, set a featured image and so forth. But we will use Claude code for that. And that means in this example, I want to push all my content that is stored in the post folder. And for that, I can either talk to Claude by using the voice feature, or you can also just type the prompt. But in this example, I will say the following: go ahead and grab the content from the subfolder post, which is in the video demo folder. Take all 7 markdown files and push them as drafts to my WordPress site. So this should be already enough that Claude understands it has to take the content out of the folder posts and then push all of them directly to my WordPress site by using the REST API from WordPress itself. And while this is running, let's have a look into how the overall process looks like, and we can find it here. So first of all, you need Claude code for that. So it's a specific skill that I've created for Claude code. And of course also the WordPress CLI, but this part is purely Python, so you can also use it in another system. But everything starts with you typing either a command, so a prompt, or talking to the system. And afterwards, Claude takes care of translating your prompts into CLI commands, which are then used for pushing content to your WordPress site, uploading media, updating a post, or also, for instance, work in your taxonomy. And what these CLI commands do is simply executing an HTTP call, which is using the REST API from WordPress, which will allow you to do different things, as I said before, updating posts, adding posts, or in general, anything that is also supported by the API itself. And the reason why this is so useful is due to the fact that, first of all, you don't have to install any plugin. It's also not based on a MCP server, which would consume much more tokens than compared to a CLI. And since you have the code directly in your code base, you can change anything at any time, which gives you more flexibility in terms of customization, but also control of the code itself. So let's check if Claude is already done with pushing the content to our WordPress site. And we can already see we have in total 7 new posts, and all of them are also in the draft mode, which would allow you to review it manually. So let's also check what Claude did. And for that, we can also see that everything was pushed. And now we have just a simple article, but we don't have any featured image, which means we have to add that as well. And for that, we can use again Claude code. And for that, I can either invoke a specific skill, but in order to make it easier and also more in a conversational way, I will just ask Claude to do that for me. And for that, I will simply say the following: use the images that are in the images folder and map the file name also to the post name, and then use these images as a featured image. And what happens next is that, first of all, Claude takes care of uploading the files to the media library. So let's quickly wait, or we can also refresh it. And already 4 images are available. And if we refresh again, then all 7 images. And now the next step is to update them as featured images for the specific posts. So that was quite fast. And if we now have a look into the preview of a specific article, then we can also see that the featured image is also uploaded. But now we have another problem because we just uploaded the images and we didn't set any alternative text. So if we go to the media library and then have a look into them, then we can see it's empty. But we can also use a feature for that is available in the skill. And in order to do that, I can simply talk to Claude and say, we need for all 7 images also alternative text that also fit to the content. So go ahead, look at the picture itself, and afterwards update the alternative text directly in WordPress. And what happens now is the following. But first, let me quickly check where the diagram is. And it is here. So due to the fact that we have access to the REST API, we have also access to the complete media library. And one thing that can be done with the system is, first of all, checking where are alternative texts missing and then updating them on bulk. But the interesting part is actually this one, because within the skill, there's a specific process that takes care of getting the content from a post. Then it will download all the images, takes care of analyzing them. So we have the post data, so what is the topic, but also the image itself, which allows us also to use the feature that Claude can also analyze images. And once this is done, then we have the alternative text, but it takes also care of converting the image type to WebP, because this is much better due to the fact that it takes less space on your disk, which also means that if someone is going to visit your page, then it will load faster. Once the conversion is done, then these images will be uploaded to a media library and eventually also replaced with the old image. So let's check if the alternative text were set. And for that, we can simply reload the page. And then we can see that we have now an alternative text. And the great thing is that you can also do that for websites where you're missing hundreds of alternative text. And instead of doing it manually, you can rely completely on the capabilities of Claude Code, because it can actually check what is shown in the image by using the vision feature. But since we also know where the image is used, we can get the content and then generate alternative texts that are really matching the image itself. All right, that should be enough regarding the alternative text analysis and also optimization. And let's say we are now happy with the content and we don't want to schedule all these posts manually. We can also use Claude Code for that. And in this case, we would simply go ahead and talk again to Claude Code, where you could say, for instance, the following. Your next task is to schedule these posts. And for that, the first post should go live tomorrow. And after that, 1 post per day for the following days. So let's check if Claude understood the task. And it worked. We can see that the first post will go live tomorrow. And after that, for the following days, always 1 post at 9 a.m. So for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and so forth. And of course, for instance, if you want to combine this with a scheduling calendar, then you can simply give that to Claude Code and then tell it to use exactly these dates. By the way, you can use the whole system and all of the features in a really conversational way. So you don't have to use any skills directly, like working directly with a CLI in a terminal. So it's more kind of a chatbot. All right, then let's go ahead with the landing pages. So we also want to publish them. And for that, I would say the following to Claude. Go ahead and check the content in the landing pages folder and publish all my landing pages there to my WordPress site. And now Claude will have a look into the specific folder here, and it will take care of getting the markdown file, converting it, and eventually also pushing it directly to WordPress. So we added pages, which means we have to check the content here, and we can see we have now 5 pages. And if we have a look into them, then we can also see that the content was used directly from the markdown file. And I know that this page does not look really great yet, but this due to the fact that it's just about the capabilities of pushing the data. So you could also use a template that you created before and then reuse the template in order to keep the same styling. And of course, if you have also images or other data, then this can be used as well, because the connection between Claude Code and your WordPress website is working. The next thing I want to show you is the taxonomy. So as you can see, we added previously a few posts, but all of them are not categorized. And instead of going to the WordPress editor and then doing that manually, I can also use for that Claude Code following command. I just forgot to mention that we have to update the taxonomy to apps for the post that we set to draft before. So go ahead and update it. And what Claude does is that, first of all, it checks which taxonomies are available so that we don't create duplicates. And afterwards, it will update all of our 7 posts. So if we refresh it, then we should be able to see now apps, and also the same for all the other posts. So we need to go back to post, and then we can see all the categories are set, which is really nice because, for instance, if you're using the category uncategorized, then most likely this will be also shown in your WordPress website as a filter. And of course, this looks really bad. And that's it regarding the WordPress CLI and also how you can use with Claude Code. And in case you're interested in learning more about how you can leverage tools such as Claude Code or also orchestration tools such as n8n, then feel free to check out my community where I regularly share templates and also tips on how to make the most out of these tools. And you will also be able to find the WordPress CLI inside of my Vibe Coding classroom under WordPress CLI plus Claude Code Skill. In case you're looking for a really great solution for an agentic SEO system, then I have that also covered here, where you can streamline your process from analyzing your websites by using data from the Google Search Console, Google Analytics, running comprehensive audits. And of course, the system supports also content generation, image generation, and all of that for as many websites as you want to. And with that, thanks for watching, and we will hear each other in the next video.